Russia's TOS-1A Solntsepyok has returned to the battlefield, this time upgraded, more precise, and even deadlier than before. As the war intensifies, this notorious thermobaric launcher is reshaping frontline tactics, destroying fortified positions in seconds and sending shockwaves across the conflict zone. But what exactly has changed? How powerful are these upgrades, and what does this mean for the future of the war? Today, we break down the new TOS-1A, its advanced capabilities, battlefield impact, and the terrifying new technology behind it. Stay with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And today, we are diving deep into a weapon that has once again captured global attention. Russia's newly upgraded TOS-1A heavy thermobaric launcher, known for its devastating firepower and ability to flatten fortified positions within minutes. The TOS-1A has returned with modifications that significantly enhance both range and destructive capability. This system, originally designed to clear bunkers, trenches, and urban strongholds, is now being deployed in highly contested zones where control shifts rapidly. The new version reportedly includes improved targeting systems, faster reload times, and enhanced protective armor, giving it the ability to operate closer to the front lines with reduced vulnerability. As we break down its mechanics, battlefield use, and the implications of its return, make sure you stay tuned because what you're about to learn completely changes the game on the Eastern Front. The TOS-1A, often called the flamethrower tank, operates using thermobaric warheads, munitions that create massive pressure waves capable of obliterating structures and suffocating defenders in enclosed spaces. These weapons are not typical artillery shells. They work by releasing a fuel-air mixture that ignites into a high-temperature explosion, causing widespread destruction. In its latest upgrade, Russia has reportedly enhanced the stabilization and targeting optics, allowing crews to fire with far greater precision, especially in complex terrain. This advancement means fewer wasted salvos and more effective strikes against entrenched defense lines. The system's ability to saturate an area with a single devastating volley gives it unmatched psychological impact, often forcing rapid withdrawals or complete collapse of defensive positions. As the battle zones grow more fortified and urban, the upgraded TOS-1A is becoming a strategic tool for breaking through heavily defended sectors. One of the most significant improvements in the new TOS-1A variant is the extended firing range. Earlier versions were restricted to extremely close distances, which exposed crews to counterfire. Now, with upgraded launch tubes and modernized rocket propulsion, the TOS-1A can operate from safer standoff positions, lowering operational risk. This gives Russian forces the ability to strike Ukrainian defensive lines from positions previously considered unreachable for such heavy systems. In addition, improvements in the onboard fire control computer mean calculations are faster and more accurate, reducing setup time and allowing the vehicle to rapidly shift firing positions. This mobility is critical for surviving counter-battery attacks, especially on highly monitored front lines where drones and radar systems are actively tracking every movement. Overall, the extended range and faster targeting dramatically increase the TOS-1A's survivability and destructive reach. Another key upgrade involves armor and defensive systems. The TOS-1A, built on a T-72 chassis, was already heavily protected, but modern threats required more. Reports indicate improved side armor modules and a better explosive, reactive armor configuration to resist anti-tank munitions and drone-dropped explosives. This enhancement is crucial because the vehicle must often operate closer to front lines compared to conventional artillery units. With drone surveillance increasing on both sides, survivability depends on reducing vulnerabilities to precision hits. Additionally, the Russian military has introduced electronic countermeasures to disrupt reconnaissance drones that could guide enemy fire. These defensive updates ensure the TOS-1A can complete its mission even in heavily contested battle zones. By strengthening its armor and adding new protective layers, the upgraded TOS-1A is far more resilient, giving Russian crews greater confidence to operate in high-risk environments. Operational doctrine around the TOS-1A has also evolved. Previously, it was used mainly during major breakthroughs or sieges. Now, its deployment is more integrated into frontline assaults, providing immediate fire support to infantry and armored units. The upgraded version allows Russian commanders to launch precision thermobaric strikes that collapse defensive nodes moments before ground troops advance. This creates tactical shock, disorganizing defenders and disrupting communication channels. Such rapid, synchronized operations are becoming a hallmark of Russia's evolving battlefield strategy, especially in regions where Ukrainian forces maintain fortified trench networks. The TOS-1A's unparalleled ability to clear trenches, bunkers, and dugouts makes it a central tool for preparing the battlefield before mechanized pushes. As conflicts intensify, its role has expanded from a specialized tool to a frontline force multiplier, drastically altering tactical engagements. On the Ukrainian side, countermeasures have been increasing as the TOS-1A becomes more visible on the battlefield. Drone reconnaissance plays a critical role in identifying the launcher's movement, while AMARS, long-range artillery, and anti-tank units are frequently tasked with neutralizing it. However, the new extended range and mobility improvements make the launcher harder to track and destroy. Ukrainian forces are now focusing on disrupting logistics, targeting ammunition depots, fuel convoys, and command nodes to indirectly weaken TOS-1A operations. Despite this, Russia continues to adapt, escorting the launcher with layered defenses, including electronic warfare vehicles, armored guards, and decoy units. The result is a deadly chess match where both sides modify strategy daily. Yet one thing is clear: the TOS-1A remains a high-value asset, and whichever side can control its operational presence gains a major tactical advantage. The psychological impact of the TOS-1 cannot be overstated. Its thermobaric blasts send massive shockwaves that can be felt kilometers away, often leaving defenders disoriented or unwilling to hold their positions. Footage from frontlines shows entire trench systems collapsing under its fire, creating panic among troops unfamiliar with thermobaric effects. This fear factor alone makes it a powerful tool, sometimes causing defensive lines to weaken before ground troops even reach them. As upgraded versions with greater range and precision emerge, this psychological influence increases. Soldiers on both sides report that the mere sound of its launch sequence is enough to trigger immediate evacuation orders. When used in urban warfare, its effects are even more destructive, capable of leveling multi-story structures. The TOS-1A's return therefore reshapes not only physical battlefields, but also the morale and mental stability of soldiers who must face its wrath. From a technological standpoint, the upgraded TOS-1A represents Russia's effort to modernize legacy systems while avoiding the long timelines of building new platforms. Instead of developing a completely new heavy launcher, the Russian military refined existing components and added modern electronics, maximizing battlefield utility at a lower cost. These enhancements include updated thermal cameras, improved digital mapping, and automated stabilization during firing. Such changes make the weapon more efficient during night operations, which are becoming increasingly important for both offensive and defensive maneuvers. The newly integrated systems also reduce crew workload, allowing faster response times and more accurate target engagement even under stress. With the battlefield becoming more digitized, these improvements help the TOS-1A remain relevant in a rapidly evolving war environment where precision, mobility, and survivability are critical. Strategically, the reappearance of an upgraded TOS-1A indicates Russia's intention to intensify pressure on fortified Ukrainian positions. These systems are typically deployed during phases of the war where rapid territorial gains or breakthroughs are needed, analysts believe that the latest upgrades suggest upcoming offensive operations designed to disrupt Ukrainian defensive lines before the winter season complicates maneuverability. The weapon's role in shaping large-scale offensives is significant, as its ability to obliterate defensive hubs can quickly destabilize entire sections of the front. Coupled with drone reconnaissance and artillery coordination, the TOS-1A acts as a precursor to major assaults. For Ukraine, this means adapting defensive structures, dispersing units, and improving mobility to avoid large-scale casualties. The strategic chessboard is shifting, and the TOS-1A is one of the pieces driving that change. As we look forward, the TOS-1's evolution raises larger questions about the future of warfare. Thermobaric weapons, once considered specialized tools, are now becoming central to frontline tactics due to their unmatched destructive potential. The upgraded TOS-1 proves how older military platforms can be revitalized to serve modern combat needs, especially when rapid deployment and high impact are priorities. Its return signals that Russia is willing to escalate firepower to achieve battlefield objectives, potentially influencing how other nations develop similar systems. Meanwhile, Ukraine's response will determine how effective the launcher remains in future clashes. If countermeasures improve, its dominance may be challenged. If not, it will continue reshaping defensive doctrines. Either way, the upgraded TOS-1A stands as one of the most influential weapons currently shaping the conflict, leaving a lasting mark on both strategy and battlefield outcomes. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your support keeps us bringing accurate and detailed battlefield analysis. Thanks for watching. Stay informed and stay safe.